Hi, everybody. Oh, come on. Hi, everybody. It's so great to have you guys here. We're all so excited. The bands and the choirs have been working for so many months to put this together. We have a lot of really talented kids in here, and that is very little my doing. That's a lot of parents, a lot of hard work goes from all of you guys. Before we get started, I just want to point out, I'm sure you guys all saw it coming in, but we have a dessert auction going on out here in the lobby. We're going to take about 5 minutes in between each band and choir just to get stuff set up. Feel free to go out there, bid on some things. There'll be a little bit of extra time before the jazz band comes on, because we've got to get quite a bit set up for the jazz band. So take that time to go out there, bid stuff, bid on the delicious, it all looks so good out there. I want to buy all of them. So without any extra waste of time, let's get this party started with the 6th grade band playing Centurion by Mark Williams. Aren't they good? Let's hear it for them again. I love working with this group of kids. I love working with 6th graders. I love working with all groups of kids. But the 6th graders are so awesome. These guys work so freaking hard. Every single band rehearsal. Their band rehearsals are just smooth sailing. They're all focused. They're awesome to work with. So that was Centurion. The next one we're going to play is Anasazi, which is a piece that I learned during my student teaching. And it's really cool. And the reason that it's so cool is because it's one of the only pieces that is written for this kind of band, this age band, that is slow and kind of emotional and moody. It's not like really big and powerful and blah, blah. It's so really awesome, and it's really neat to have them work on this kind of music. So this is Anasazi by John Edmondson. All right, the sixth graders have one more piece to play for you today. I guess it's only afternoon. I'm so used to night concerts. One more piece to play, Christmas Chimes. You guys probably have heard it before, probably not by the name Christmas Chimes. You probably know it as either Carol of the Bells or the Garmin commercial theme song. So, yeah, you'll know it. You'll recognize it. It's a cool piece, really well written, kind of old too. All the music's kind of falling apart, but I like it still. So, this is Christmas Chimes.
So this is the 6th grade choir, and they meet opposite of the 7th and 8th graders, so either 2 or 3 times a week. And they've done a really nice job kind of just developing their voices of who they are, and especially for the gentlemen. The gentlemen definitely have had to learn really quickly, because sometimes voices change even from day to day, and so they've done a really nice job. And so we are going to finish with this, and then the 7th and 8th graders are going to join us, and we will do one more song before the 7th and 8th graders sing. So this is the song that nature sings.
My kids go to conference. They go to Winfield. In 6th grade, our kids aren't doing counter melodies, and they aren't common on the same.
So you take all the pictures?
No, I just love to take pictures, and then I'll post them on Facebook.
All right, this song is called Holiday Wishes, and the 6th graders have a part, and then the 7th and 8th graders have a part, and then they sing together. And we have practiced this one time together. Otherwise, it's either been myself or Mrs. Vander, and we have been singing with them. So it'll go really great. It went great last time. So here is Holiday Wishes. welcome, welcome to the season, and then hallelujah, and then we will finish with Let It Snow, and they have a little special ending for it. So here is the 7th and 8th grade choir.
Welcome, 'tis the season. Welcome, turning things down.
This was their little fun part at the end here, was actually one of the girls' ideas in the blue dress here. So at the very, very end, it'll be kind of a fun little, something that we haven't seen yet this year, maybe. So here is Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow.
All right, here we've got the junior high band. They've been working really hard, and what's really tricky about junior high band, especially junior high band, is that some junior high bands, it doesn't matter how good they are, they can't play certain pieces of music. And some junior high bands, no matter how awful they are, they can play other pieces of music. So, it's been kind of a wacky couple of months trying to find the right music for this band, and I think we've nailed it, but we've had a couple of these pieces for like 3 weeks. So they're going to be awesome. They're sounding great. The first piece here is Black Forest Overture by Michael Sweeney. He's a name that you'll probably hear if you keep coming to these concerts because he's really awesome. So this is Black Forest Overture by Michael Sweeney.
No.
This next piece is called Portrait of a Clown, and I love this piece because it's written by a guy who almost every other piece of music he writes is ridiculously difficult. He writes really amazing music for like college bands, and this is like his one of 2 pieces that he's written for junior high level bands. It's a really cool piece. It's got a really cool opening and an ending, and then this kind of brooding, slow section in the middle that I think you'll really like. So this is Frank Tikelli's Portrait of a Clown. guys gonna go watch football, right? 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 Yeah, okay. Some people who have been here in the past may notice that we're not playing Jazzy Merry Christmas, and I've heard this about 150 times from my students. The reason we're not playing Jazzy Merry Christmas is because I can't find it. It's somewhere in a box somewhere, I don't know. So I went through the jazz library and I found this piece. It's a really cool arrangement of Jingle Bell Rock. We've got a couple soloists here for you. We're gonna have Ryan on the vibes. These are brand new vibes. We just got them this year. They're super awesome. We have Lauren on the alto saxophone and Grace on the trumpet. This is Jingle Bell Rock.
We have, of course, but they have done a really, really fantastic job throughout the last semester of school, or I guess the first semester of school. They've had to not only get used to a new person of me, but also not having any gentlemen in the choir. And so some days they walk in and they're like, oh, do we have to sing today? And other days they're just like ready to go. So, this first one is Still, 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 and Morgan Hilltop will be singing the song. well. So I apologize for forgetting that, and that was totally my fault and not theirs. Also, we have Kathy Garris here, who was accompanying for her, and I called her at first, and she's like, I am super busy with things, and if you can't find anybody, please give me a call. And about Wednesday we didn't have school, or Thursday we didn't have school Wednesday we didn't have school for Christmas or whatever break we had. And I called her and I said, can you please? And so it's been really, really fast, but we've been so honored to have her. So now we will be singing Candle in Your Heart. They have done an amazing job at, all of a sudden we're like, let's do a Veterans Day assembly, and they say, okay, and so we like learn this music and they put it all together and they work really, really hard, and it went out really, really, really well. And so I'm just really, really proud of these ladies up here because they have just, beyond everything else that they have going on, they've done a fantastic job. So let's just give a round of applause to them.
All right, this is the high school band. These guys have been working crazy hard all the way through marching band season, and then after marching band season, we started up concert band music. We've been working so hard to get a lot of this stuff together. They've been working crazy hard. These guys are really awesome at being able to just get a piece of music thrown in front of them, and they can just play it. And so we've been able to, because of that, work on a lot of the things that sometimes don't get worked on. We get to work on how the band sounds. We get to work on who gets to be heard at what times. We get to work on who plays loud, who plays soft, how it sounds, how it gets there. So this is a really, really top-notch band, and I think that you'll really enjoy this. First piece is Fanfare for the Third Planet, written by Richard Saucedo. Really, really cool opener. I hope you really enjoy it. That one makes me tired. Oh, that's fun. All right, this next piece, The Headless Horseman. I know that a lot of you are thinking, it's not Halloween anymore. But I was picking music around Halloween, and I found this piece, and it's one of those pieces that I've always really wanted to do, and it's not crazy difficult, but it's got a lot of really cool things in it. It's pretty short, but we got to have a lot of neat effects, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So this is Timothy Brogue's Headless Horseman. All right, told you it was short. This next piece, the Nutcracker, it's a piece that a lot of you will know the music to. It's not actually the plot, it's a play. So